And the woman on trial for the fatal shooting of her neighbor.
The incident allegedly followed a racially charged confrontation with the victim's children. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
Potentially explosive testimony at the trial of Susan Lorincz, the Florida woman accused of fatally shooting her neighbor, Ajike Owens, in front of one of Owens' children last summer. Officials say Owens knocked on Lorinc's door after Lorincz had confronted a group of kids playing nearby, allegedly calling the victim's children racial slurs. In opening statements, the defense argued Lorincz fired the single gunshot through her locked door because she felt threatened by Owens.
Watching TV. And all of a sudden, she hears pounding on that door.
But prosecutors pointed to inconsistencies in Lorinc's story and behavior. The 911 call that day was played in court, Lorincz sounding hysterical.
Oh my God, this lady tried to break down my door. I shot through the door.
But the deputy who transported her for questioning testified that her demeanor was indifferent. Neighbors were also called to the stand, one describing a confrontation.
My wall in between our two apartments started shaking and like pounding on the wall. And it really scared me.
But other neighbors saying Owens was not armed and did not try to enter the apartment.
At any time, did you ever hear Isaac and Izzy's mom say, "I'm going to kill you"?
No, sir.
Lorincz has pleaded not guilty to first-degree manslaughter. The trial is expected to last 1 week. Owens' children could be called to testify. As for the gun, investigators say it was found buried in a bedroom trash can. An all-white jury is hearing this case, and Owens' family has said they're disappointed in the jury selection process. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You'll return to subscribe as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. The video you just seen prior to me coming on here is news of the trial going on for Susan Lorincz, the woman that shot Ajike Owens through the door. A lot of you guys remember that story last year. And this woman right here, you know, a lot of people, she's drawing a lot of ire. Supposedly she was saying racial stuff to the kids, about the kids playing too close to her door and by her in her yard. She has a history of crazy behavior. Neighbors was talking about her situation. She did something to one of Miss Owens' children. Supposedly threw something and hit one of the children. Miss Owens went over there to settle the dispute, knocked on the door. This woman fired through the door. Now, besides the particulars of the case, you know, a couple of things I wanted to bring up, because she's just been found guilty as of an hour ago. And she's been found guilty of manslaughter, which I'll show you the jury reading in a second. But this woman did some foul stuff. A lot of stuff she wanted stricken from the records of court, with all the racial stuff that she's supposed to have said, part of her interrogation, she wanted stricken. Either way, man, I want you guys to take a look at this, and I want you to watch her face and how emotional she was when the guilty verdict was read. Without further ado, take a look at this.
In the Fox 35 studios today, we're cutting into programming with breaking news. A verdict has been reached in the Susan Lorincz murder trial. She's accused of shooting and killing her neighbor, A.J. Owens, through the front door. Now, court just got back in session. The judge just got back on the bench, so let's listen into the verdict.
I'm going to read the jurors their instructions upon discharge, which gives the jurors their rights. I hope everyone will respect that, and remind everybody to keep the same calm demeanor we've had the whole trial. Again, I appreciate it. The jurors will pass a note to the bailiff and to me. The clerk ultimately will publish the verdict. If either side wants the jurors polled, again, we will poll them by number. Okay, and they have their numbers. Let's bring them in. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yeah. John, it's my understanding you have reached a verdict in this case. Is that correct? What I'm going to read to you is the last instruction. This regards you as jurors. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room, except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might find fault with you, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. Can you please hand the verdict to the bailiff, please? I'll have the clerk read the verdict.
Verdict as to count one. We, the jury, find as to count one of the charge. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the offense, the defendant personally used a firearm? Yes. So say we all, dated the 16th day of August, 2024.
Does either side wish to poll the jurors to be polled?
Yes, sir.
Madam Clerk, please poll the jurors by number only.
Juror number 1, is this your verdict? Juror number 2, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 3, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 4, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 5, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror number 6, is this your verdict?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you can go back to the jury room, please wait there and I'll discharge you in a few moments, okay? Here you go. Also, here's the last one. Oh wait, I don't think I dated that. I'll do the other one back. Ms. Lawrence, the jury has found you guilty of manslaughter with a firearm. You're going to be adjudicated guilty of that offense. I assume that sentencing will be at a later date. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Are you requesting a pre-sentence investigation?
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is have the Department of Corrections prepare a pre-sentence investigation. I'll continue this case. I'll put it all the way to the November docket, although I expect us to be sentenced long before that. I'm just putting us far enough away to get everything done. So when we get the PSI done, then please contact my office. We'll set a sentencing. Ms. Lawrence, you're going to be held in custody of the Marion County Jail without bond until that time, okay? Thank you and good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.